Hey guys, thanks for stopping by iDub Hockey. My name's Tyson, and we're doing a quick review here of the CCM U Plus Pro Hockey shoulder pads. This is going to be the top of the line shoulder pad from CCM. This is actually going to be the same shoulder pad as the Ovechkin ones, just instead of the all red look, it has kind of that the different colors on it, but same great level of performance as that pad. So starting us out on the front portion of it, they're still using that same panel design that you saw on the Fit 09 pad, but instead of having just the gaps between it, they are using that stretch material all the way down. So once again, it has that nice smooth cover. There's no gaps in it. So everything's going to allow the stretch, but nothing to bunch in there, as well as those segments. So that's going to wrap around the body nicely. Going on to the Bicep Guard, still the same thing with the stretch zones there, so that's nice to see. You do have a nice molded, thick Bicep Guard, so that's going to give you a good level of protection. It also overlaps with the shoulder cap, so it's going to, like I said, no gaps in protection even when it stretches down. As far as the upper portion, you don't have that same stretch material between these two segments, but still, once again, it has that kind of unique design where the clavicle guard's actually overlapping on top of the shoulder cap, so it's going to offer some good protection to the front as well as the back. Also, as far as the protection to like the shoulder blades and that back area as well as the clavicle, this is where this pad's using the EPP foam. So this is the only pad in the CCM line and one of the few on the market that's using EPP in this area. EPP foams is a great high-level foam. It's a really dense foam that's light, that's going to be available to absorb a tremendous amount of impact, so it's great to see. As far as the back portion goes, pretty similar design to the front. Those stretch zones in the gray coming down the sides, as well as you have a little bit more, they're calling it the anatomical spine. Basically, they just put some segments or some kind of break points in that spine guard to allow it to bend a little bit more with the player. But still, you have that great level of really dense foams as well as plastic inserts running down the spine that you saw also in the front. So it's going to give you a great level of protection. Now taking a look at the liner, you see here that CCM's using an entire vector dry liner, so that's going to be the black material as well as the red that's going throughout it. That's one of the differences between this pad and the Fit 09, is the Fit 09 had the standard mesh on the outer portion. This is using the vector dry, so that's going to be the antimicrobial treatment as well as wicking away moisture. Then you also have a bit of a kind of unique graphics in the center, that sublimated graphics there, so it kind of has a nice look to it. All right, now taking a look at the overall profile or fit of this pad, it has a very similar fit and design that we saw in the Fit 09 pad. About the same level of bulk as far as on the shoulder goes, nice low profile design, doesn't stick up too much, but you really do feel like you have a fair amount of protection on. You don't feel like you're vulnerable in these pads, and it does feel just a little bit thicker than the Fit 09, but that is due once again to that increased level of protection. Once again, this has been just a quick look at the CCM U Plus Pro Hockey Shoulder Pad available here at InlineIceWarehouse.com.